What if I told you that happiness isn't random luck, but a science you can master? Today I'm sharing the exact 6-step system that neuroscientists and psychologists have proven creates lasting happiness, and the one common mistake that's keeping you stuck. This isn't about positive thinking or manifesting good vibes. It's about practical, evidence-based techniques that literally rewire your brain. Stay until the end for a simple 7-day challenge that could transform your entire outlook on life. We all want to be happier, but most of us go about it completely backward. We chase external achievements, thinking the next promotion, relationship, or purchase will finally make us happy. But science shows that's backward. Today we're breaking down the 6 pillars of happiness that experts have proven actually work: physical well-being, mindfulness practices, gratitude cultivation, social connection, purpose development, and boundary setting. Let's dive in. The foundation of happiness isn't mental, it's physical. Your brain chemistry depends on how you treat your body. 3 key elements matter most. First, movement. Just 30 minutes of exercise releases endorphins that immediately improve your mood. But here's what most people miss. Consistency matters more than intensity. A daily walk beats an occasional intense workout for happiness. Second, sleep. When you sleep 7 to 9 hours, your emotional regulation centers work properly. Sleep less, and your amygdala, your brain's threat detector, becomes hypersensitive, while your prefrontal cortex, which manages positive emotions, underperforms. Third, nutrition. Your brain needs specific nutrients to produce happiness chemicals. Omega-3s, complex carbohydrates, and protein-rich foods directly impact serotonin and dopamine production. The simplest way to implement this pillar? Schedule 30 minutes of movement daily, create a consistent sleep routine, and plan one nutrient-rich meal each day. Our brains have a negativity bias, constantly scanning for threats and problems. Mindfulness practices counteract this by training your attention. Even 5 to 10 minutes of daily meditation has been shown to reduce anxiety by activating your parasympathetic nervous system, your body's relaxation response. But formal meditation isn't the only approach. Present moment awareness, simply noticing your surroundings, sensations, and thoughts without judgment, breaks rumination cycles that feed anxiety and depression. Regular breathing exercises like box breathing or 4-7-8 breathing can activate your vagus nerve, immediately calming your system. And here's something overlooked. Technology breaks reduce comparison and information overload that trigger stress responses. My recommendation: begin each day with just 5 minutes of meditation and set 3 daily mindful moments where you pause to notice your surroundings and breath. Here's where science gets fascinating. Daily gratitude journaling doesn't just make you feel good momentarily. It literally rewires neural pathways to notice positives rather than negatives. In one study, participants who wrote 3 specific things they were grateful for daily for 21 days showed significant increases in happiness that lasted for 6 months afterward. But there's more to gratitude than journaling. Expressing appreciation to others strengthens relationships and creates positive feedback loops of connection. Savoring positive experiences, really being present and extending them mentally, multiplies their emotional impact. And reframing challenges as growth opportunities builds resilience, the ability to bounce back from difficulties. The simplest implementation: end each day by writing 3 specific things you're grateful for, and send one thank you message weekly to someone you appreciate. Harvard's 80-year study on happiness found that close relationships were the strongest predictor of well-being, stronger than wealth, fame, or career success. Quality connections correlate directly with happiness levels because humans are fundamentally social beings. Our brains actually process social rejection similarly to physical pain. That's how important connection is to our well-being. Vulnerability might feel uncomfortable, but it deepens bonds and reduces isolation. When we share our authentic experiences, we create opportunities for genuine connection. Acts of kindness trigger dopamine release for both the giver and receiver, creating a happiness boost on both sides. And community involvement provides purpose and belonging. critical components of lasting well-being. To implement this pillar, schedule weekly connection time with loved ones without distractions and look for one small way to help someone else each day. Happiness without meaning is shallow and short-lived. Purpose gives happiness depth and resilience. Identifying your core values clarifies what truly matters to you, providing direction when making decisions. Setting intrinsic goals based on growth, connection, and contribution increases fulfillment dramatically compared to extrinsic goals like wealth or status. Using your natural strengths daily increases engagement and flow. That state where you're so absorbed in meaningful activity that time seems to disappear, and learning new skills activates reward centers in your brain, creating natural satisfaction. To implement this pillar, write a personal mission statement identifying your core values and spend at least 30 minutes daily on activities that align with your purpose. Here's the pillar most happiness advice misses completely: boundaries. Without them, the other 5 pillars collapse. Learning to say no preserves energy for your priorities instead of depleting yourself for others' agendas. Limiting time with energy-draining people protects your well-being. You become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Creating work-life separation prevents burnout, especially in our always-connected digital world. And monitoring media consumption prevents anxiety spirals from news, social comparison, and information overload. The simplest implementation: review your calendar weekly and eliminate one commitment that doesn't serve your well-being or purpose. Now here's your 7-day happiness challenge. Day 1, 30 minutes of movement and 5 minutes of meditation. Day 2, write 3 specific gratitudes and send 1 thank you message. Day 3, have a distraction-free conversation with someone you care about. Day 4, identify 3 personal values and 1 way to express each. Day 5, say no to 1 request that doesn't align with your priorities. Day 6, combine all practices and note which feels most impactful. Day 7, create your personal happiness blueprint using the pillars that resonated most. If you found this valuable, please subscribe for more science-backed well-being content every week. And let me know in the comments which pillar you're going to focus on first. One final note, the common mistake I mentioned at the beginning, it's trying to implement too many changes at once. Start with just 1 pillar that resonated most with you today. Master it for 2 weeks before adding another. The compound effect of these small, consistent actions will transform your happiness exponentially over time.